Welcome to state-of-the-art Mary Bowl in Livonia, the setting for this year's exciting Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining us as we kick off first round action. We want to welcome all of you at home and our bowlers here back to the lanes after the craziness of the last 2 years. We're glad you've decided to spend your mornings with Bowling Showcase and us. We're so excited to highlight the future of our sport. The youth bowlers are back. Over the course of the challenge, you'll watch 6 hand-picked youth teams representing various bowling centers and groups go head-to-head in single-game Baker elimination matches. Now, just like the adults, each team has 5 members, with each member bowling 1 frame. At the end of the 5th frame, teams are going to swap lanes and continue until the end of the match. So we start this year's competition with 6 teams. Century Bowl, Mary Bowl number 1, Mary Bowl number 2, Out of Sight Pro Shop, Unity Bowling Club, and Woodland Lanes. At the end of our 3 first-round matches, the team with the highest winning score will be seeded into the final match. The other 2 winners from the first round will then battle each other for the last spot in the finals. Start with 6 teams, but there can only be 1 Bowling Showcase Youth Championship winner. So let's look at today's first round match. Our second first round match features Century Bowl hitting the lanes against Unity Bowling Club. Perennial powerhouse Century Bowl comes into the competition strong and determined to make it all the way to hoisting that Youth Championship trophy. Their opponents, Unity Bowling Club, newbies to the competition, come here with their own high-powered lineup of bowlers and friends. It's a battle of bowling prowess, but only 1 team makes it to the next round. There you have it. This year we're honored to have our Mary Bowl Youth Director, Mary Connor, and MD USBC Association Manager in Training, Phil Goodman, joining me to bring you all the action. Teams are all set, the lanes are dressed, and the crowd is ready to cheer on their teams, so stick around. We'll be right back with the start of this year's first round action next on Bowling Showcase.
I'm Gene Zamler of 1-800-LAWYERS. If you've been injured in an automobile accident, call 1-800-LAWYERS. We have been handling cases for over 50 years and have recovered billions of dollars for our clients. Call 1-800-LAWYERS.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also, Junior Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 607 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Here we are, week 2 of round 1 of the Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. With me today once again, and will be throughout all of these matches, Mary Connor, the Mary Bowl Youth Coordinator, Youth Director. Mary, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to watch these 2 teams.
Absolutely. Neither one of these are yours.
No, but I'm just as excited.
Well, it's a new experience for you.
It is.
That's absolutely right. So we've got a great match today. We've got Century Bowl and Unity. The Unity Bowling Club. That's a bowling club here in Detroit. This is their youth division of the Unity Bowling Club. Coach Jonathan Parker and Coach Ken Clayton of the Century Bowl team. Up for Century Bowl in the left-hand lane, Katie Stevens. Comes a little high and leaves the 4-pin.
And Katie is a 9th grader at Clarkston Junior High.
She threw that ball pretty nice, that's for sure. Just want to remind all our viewers at home, we have 6 teams in this year's Youth Challenge. That means 3 first-round matches, and the winning team with the highest score will be seeded into the finals. Nice cover by Katie. Now up for the Unity Bowling Club team, leading off Samantha Mason.
And Sammy is a sophomore at Southfield A&T.
Throws a nice strike. Very nice, very nice. Second up for the Century Bowl team, Jake Love.
And Jake is a senior this year at Oxford High School.
Ooh, comes a little high, leaves the 4, 6, 7, 10. The double pinochle. Not an easy spare or split to convert. But you know, last week we saw the Maryville team make a couple of splits. So who knows about this week?
He could possibly do it.
Absolutely. Going across lane at the 6-10. Throw the ball hard, try to get a bounce out. No bounce out, but did get 8 pins, 24 through 2 frames. Century Bowl team. Myron Pickett now up on lane 5 here at Maryville, the site of our youth challenge, thanks to our proprietor, Rich Glome. Myron with that two-handed delivery got a little bit, nice little shot off the wall there. That's one thing with all those revolutions, those little light hits are sometimes the best. Nathan Morgan up on lane 4 for the Century Bowl team. Throws a nice strike by Nathan. .26-pin lead by Unity. Now up for the Unity team is Alex Veal.
And Alex is a junior at University High School Academy.
A little light, leaves the 2-5. This sometimes can be a little bit of a tricky spare. You got to move right on your feet. He's a two-hander. Move right on your feet and kind of hook into it is what most people would do. So we'll see how Myron attacks his 2-5. And easily covers it. Cole Peters, been on the show before in the past for the Century Bowl team. Ken Clayton coach.
No nerves there.
Absolutely none, just rocket to the pocket. Anthony Livingston up on lane 5 now. Century Bowl's got a double. So they kind of cut into that 24-pin lead, made it 14 pins.
He's an 8th grader.
And throws a nice strike. Nice little smile there, too, out of Anthony. The Unity team's got a huge contingent here watching them.
Awesome to hear that support they have.
Absolutely. Jason Pasleen up on lane 4.
He is an 11th grader at Oxford High School.
That was a strike there. Unity now, Trayvon Terrell up on lane 5. He was our Junior Masters boys winner last year.
He is a 10th grader at Lincoln King Academy.
Absolutely, great little bowler. Oh, comes a little light, leaves a 10-pin. Century Bowl's kind of making a little bit of a comeback here after their little bit of a rough start. Trayvon backs the ball up, picks it up. Okay, here we are at the halftime of the Bowling Showcase Challenge. Century Bowl down by 14 pins. They're working on 3 strikes in a row. Should be an exciting second half of the match, wouldn't you think, Mary?
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. You know, the top winning score so far after 1 week is the Mary Bowl team with 193. We'll see what the team does here because the top one will move into the finals of the Bowling Showcase Challenge. So right after these messages, we'll be back with more Bowling Showcase Challenge.
One 1-800-LAWYERS is the number to call if you've been injured on the job. That's 1-800-LAWYERS. Don't wait. If you need workers' compensation benefits, call 1-800-LAWYERS. That's 1-800-LAWYERS. Call 1-800-LAWYERS now.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
Okay, we're back for the second half of the match, but before we get to the action, we're going to talk to the two coaches. So I'm going to send it down to Phil Goodman, lane side, to interview the two coaches of this very exciting match.
Coach Clayton, you're in a very close match. Your team has really picked up the speed at the end with a number of strikes. What advice did you give them as they're switching lanes going into the next 5 minutes?
Just throw strikes. Throw strikes.
That's excellent advice. Can't do any better than that. You've coached them for a while. Anything that you typically say to them to keep them motivated?
Nope. These kids are pros at this. They're solid. They're consistent. They follow leads well, so they're in good shape.
Young and accomplished.
They're ready.
Young and accomplished. Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Coach Livingston is coming up now. Coach, your team has been consistent through the first 5 frames. How do you keep that going through the next 5?
Basically keep the momentum going, stay calm, take deep breath before they take the approach, and basically keep the eye on their target pretty much.
Yeah, they're definitely very focused. You can see that in them. A good sign of coaching that's regular and they're listening. Any bit of advice going into those final 5 for them?
Well, my advice again, keep the jitters down, pretty much stay focused, take deep breaths before they go up, and sit back and watch the results.
That's good advice.
Great.
Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Back to Mark and Mary.
All right, thanks, Phil. We're really looking forward to the second half of this match. Very exciting. Century Bowl working on 3 strikes in a row, down by 14 pins. Teams have switched lanes now. And up on the left is the Unity Bowling Club. Up on the right is Century. So up on the left is Samantha Mason for the Unity Bowling Club up on lane 4 here at Mary Bowl.
And Samantha bowls out of Bonanza lanes.
Leaves the 4-7. Now back in the first frame, you probably recall, she did throw a nice strike. So I think she's poised to make this spare, this 4-7 spare.
D, your order's ready.
And she easily makes that. Up on lane 5 for the Century Bowl team, down by 14 pins, but opportunity to cut it to 4 pins with a strike here is Katie Stevens.
Katie bowls out of Century lanes.
Katie leaves a 10 pin. Threw the ball very nice there.
Sunday Trios, just a reminder, turning your money envelopes at the counter, please.
Century Bowl down by 3 pins with a spare here coming up. Little bit dicey for a second, but she covered it. 103 through 5 spare up in the 6th for Century Bowl. Unity Bowling Club 106 in the 5th and a spare up. in the sixth frame. Myron Pickett leaves the 2-5-8, kind of an unusual spare, a little bit light.
He bowls out of Bonanza. Been bowling for 4 years. Let's see if he can make it.
And he does.
Nice.
Nathan Morgan for the Century Bowl team now up on lane 5. Team working on a spare. The match is dead even right now.
He bowls out of Century and spin bowls.
Leaves the 4-pin. Very nice shot. Now a 1-pin differential. Century Bowl down by 1 pin. Nathan up here to shoot that 4-pin, little cross lane. I want to remind the audience that if in fact it turns out to be a tie game, be a 1 ball roll off. Oh no. 131-7 for the Century Bowl team. That was Jake Love. Kind of missed that. Alex Veal now up for the Unity team. Carries a strike.
He also bowls out of Bonanza.
Nathan Morgan up for Century Bowl. They're down by 12 pins. Time for a strike, Nathan. That's for sure.
Well, he's been bowling 8 years. He's got a lot of practice.
Absolutely. Leaves a 10-pin. Looks like the lanes are just a little bit different. Lane 5 is a little different than 4 apparently. And kind of left a half 10. He's going across the 10-pin with his spare ball. And covers it. Now up for the Unity Bowling Club on the left-hand lane. Anthony Livingston.
Anthony is also a Bonanza lane bowler.
Back in the 4th frame, Anthony threw a strike. Let's see what he does here. And another strike. Double for the Unity Bowling Club youth team. Coach Livingston giving him a nice high five. Cole Peters now up for the Century Bowl team on lane 5. Threw a strike back in the 4th frame. 9th frame, foundation frame for Century Bowl. Down by 22 pins. Strike for Cole.
And Cole just bowled a 299 in a high school meet last week.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Anchor bowler now, Trayvon Terrell for the Unity Bowling Club.
Another one of our Bonanza bowlers.
Has a max score of 233 for them. Throws a strike. Kind of extend their lead. Century Bowl, their max score is 211. Trayvon, first strike in a 10th. That's 3 in a row for Unity. And that kind of wraps up the match. One more strike for Trayvon Terrell will give the Unity team 233, and they move into the next round or to the finals with the 233. That's the high score posted by a winning team so far. Nine pins, leaves a 7-pin. Final score for Unity, 232. Jason Pasleen up on the right-hand lane here at Maryville, lane 5. Throws a nice strike.
And he bowls at Collier lanes.
You always like to go out on a nice note. So here, Jason, 2 more strikes, and you can go home and say, I struck out in the 10th. Wasn't meant to be. Got 7 pins. Leaves a 2, 4, 5. With a cover, it'd be 198 for Century. Decent showing, nice showing. But on this day, the Unity Bowling Club was just too much. Final score of this match, Unity Bowl 232, Unity Bowling Club 232, Century Bowl 198. A great match. Once that 4-pin was missed in the 7th frame by Jake Love, that kind of sealed the deal for Century. So, you know what? We'll be back after these messages. We're going to talk to Coach Livingston, who did the halftime talk with Phil about what their key to success was today on Bowling Showcase.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also, Junior Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 607 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
So we're back on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. We got a new winner. The Unity Bowling Club was very impressive. Coach Livingston, your team was up early. Then the Century Bowl kind of fought back into the match. But at the end there, those 4 strikes in a row were the key, weren't they?
They definitely was the key.
Okay, so you got the high score so far of the 2 teams that have bowled, high winning score. The highest score will move into the finals. Otherwise, you'd have to go to the semifinals. But any other keys today? You got a couple extra players. Are they gonna see the lineup at all?
Right now, the lineup look pretty strong right now. So they're definitely there just in case we need them. But for the most part, the team is pretty solid right now. They pretty much got their shots lined up. As far as the nerves, they're pretty much settled down. Of course, I tell them take deep breaths every single ball. So besides that, I think they pretty much got it.
Okay. Well, your team bowled great, and we'll see you next time.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Have a good one.
So the Century Bowl team, that open frame in the 7th frame just kind of did them in. I know they're disappointed. Coach Clayton's disappointed. But Coach Livingston, he's really happy.
He is, and all of them should be very happy and proud of what they've done today.
Absolutely. So next week we've got a good match. We've got another one of your teams, Mary, the Mary Bowl number 2 team.
I don't want to use the word rivals, but
Okay.
there's a little bit of rivalry there.
Yeah, with Woodland Lanes, and Woodland has won the title before, and Maryville has won the title before. So 2 former champions set to face off next week on Bowling Showcase.
It'll be fun, and a lot of these kids even go to school together, so this is going to be a fun match to watch.
So do you think there'll be any trash talking going on?
They better not. They know better.
Good point, Mary. So we'll see you next week on Bowling Showcase Youth Challenge. It'll be the final match of the first round before we start the semifinals on Bowling Showcase.